It's week 6 of the National Football League, and EA Sports brings you the game of the week. It's the Titans and the Bills. All that and more coming up next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up second and 17 at the Titans' 30-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Darby. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Parsons. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On now is the Titans punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing now is Mahomes. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 87 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now here's Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So give it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Parsons. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Parsons. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
At the 23-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake. Parsons. Throw out wide is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Parsons, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. Parsons going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
And it'll be intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run on first down with Jackson. Brought down at the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on. Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game. Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however. No doubt about it. They'll run on first down. Darby. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Parsons. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Nifty move as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, Titans.
Up the middle they go. Darby, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's tackled at the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Operating from the gun. Parsons over the middle. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, Darby. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off the RPO, he completes it. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A 10-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The throw over the middle, taken in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Right side caught by Jackson. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give. It's Jackson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing again. Parsons firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Desmond Ridder leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Parsons. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Parsons. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Darby, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Parsons. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On second down, Darby. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Parsons. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bills ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run on first down. Darby. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At their 48-yard line.
To throw on second down, Parsons. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Darby, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Parsons. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Parsons, 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, and throws it away.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Parsons. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Off the play fake. Parsons. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Darby. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the give, here comes Jackson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Titans getting set to go. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And here come the Bills. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On the slant, he's got Davis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now another one thrown incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. first down. Darby, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard
On 2nd down now. Darby, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Darby. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Mahomes, a throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Out come the Titans now. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
49-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Darby. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Titans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.